Today on Look What Just Found. Now, every once in a while, I'll do something on the channel that's a little controversial. And honestly, it's good for the algorithm. Sometimes people get a little out of control and I have to hide them because they get kind of disrespectful. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's good fun. And that's really my only goal here, right? This channel is for us to have a good time and fun and to listen to the motorcycles go by outside, which is always a pleasure when I'm doing a video. With that said, in today's episode, which is your future episode, I'm going to show this one today as a special bonus video. I'm sure you notice right away what I'm looking at, right? So, zinc scents, right? They get these little blisters, right? Because of the air pockets that get caught in between the clad copper plating and the zinc uh, soft interior. And when those blisters pop, it causes little holes, right? And when those holes expose the zinc underneath to the atmosphere, the environment, uh, they cause something called zinc rot. Now, one of the issues that a viewer might have is confusing zinc rot with a strike through, right? Because there's pretty high uh, quality control in zinc scents, but that they're not perfect. So, for example, those are not blisters, right? Now, 9 out of 10 times or 99 out of 100 times, it's just damage. But you have to take the whole coin into account when looking for errors. And in this case, it's not just a bunch of little dots, there's other stuff going on. For example, on the reverse, you start seeing little lines like this, right? And, even though it's zinc, we're still talking about metal, right? And that doesn't look like a rock that scratched the surface. It looks more like some sort of machining that's done that, went through the top layer of clad. Okay. So that's not a big deal. It doesn't add value or anything like that. It would more be like a discussion or something like that, or a disagreement, right? Because there's really no way to verify one way or the other whether or not that is mint or post mint damage. It's really just opinion, right? Okay. Except when you start seeing stuff like this, right? Because this is supposed to say, "In God we trust," not "Yerst." Right? That's not supposed to be a Y. Okay. And so when you start seeing stuff, well, first of all, let me clarify. I have not found many, honestly, maybe in the thousands of pennies that I've looked through, I've never found one exactly like this. I found them with other anomalies along the surface of the field. And I've seen little movements of like the date and stuff like that. But this one here is a little bit more than what I usually find, or what I've seen anyone find for that, watching other channels and things like that. So parking lot damage can't do that, right? Can't turn a T into a Y, right? And when we put that into context with the other letters, right, and the other the way the other letters in trust have been moved around, it's pretty obvious to me that this is mint damage, right? Because it takes extreme amount of power to move metal around like that, and still keep the coin intact, right? I mean, over here you can see a little bit um, of a dent in the rim, but otherwise, so to me, right? Which of course it would go along with everything else we're seeing, right? All the other little bits and boops. There must have been some debris on the planchet. So when the die struck the planchet, it just moved the metal around, because it was stuck either on the planchet or it was on the die itself, um, as opposed to the die being, broke or something like that. To me, this is from, because you can see all the other little things going on the coin. So it was just debris, but still, that would make this a really really cool mint era. And yeah, that's a nice. I'm going to use that as the thumbnail. That's pretty wild, huh? All right. Well, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Please click like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.